Poor Charles wakes up believing it's just another ordinary day, but beneath the smiles, the polite greetings, and the familiar routines, something dangerous is already unfolding. Secrets that were once whispered behind closed doors are suddenly too heavy to carry, and the weight of betrayal is about to crash into lives that thought they were safe. At the center of it all is a relationship everyone believed was unbreakable. Two people who once promised loyalty now stand on opposite sides of a truth neither can escape. What makes this betrayal sting isn't just the deception, it's how carefully it was hidden, wrapped in affection, laughter, and late-night confessions that now feel painfully ironic. Meanwhile, romance in Port Charles takes an unexpected turn. A couple trying desperately to rekindle their spark finds themselves tangled in misunderstandings that are equal parts heartbreaking and strangely amusing. A misplaced message, a half-heard conversation, and suddenly love feels like a romantic comedy gone terribly wrong. Friends can't help but notice the tension, and more than one character finds themselves offering advice that's hilariously bad but well-intentioned. Across town, someone who thought they were finally in control realizes they've underestimated just how clever their opponent can be. Every move they made was supposed to protect them, yet somehow it's all circling back. The smiles grow tighter, the jokes land a little flatter, and the fear of being exposed lingers in every glance. The closer they get to fixing the mess, the more obvious it becomes that there's no easy way out. At General Hospital, emotions run especially high. What should have been a calm moment of reassurance turns into an emotional confrontation that leaves everyone stunned. A truth slips out at exactly the wrong time, and the room falls silent. The betrayal isn't loud or explosive, it's quiet, intimate, and devastating, the kind that makes people question every memory they thought they understood. Elsewhere, humor breaks through the tension in unexpected ways. A well-meaning attempt to lighten the mood backfires spectacularly, leaving one character embarrassed and everyone else trying not to laugh. It's a reminder that even in the middle of chaos, Port Charles never completely loses its sense of humor. Sometimes laughter is the only thing keeping hearts from breaking entirely. But the calm never lasts long. A shocking realization forces one resident to confront the truth about someone they love deeply. The signs were always there, the hesitation, the sudden changes, the unexplained absences, but love has a way of blinding even the sharpest minds. Now, with the truth staring them in the face, they're left with a heartbreaking choice: confront the betrayal and risk losing everything, or stay silent and live with the pain. Romance grows complicated as another couple finds themselves caught between passion and pride. Their chemistry is undeniable, but stubbornness turns every conversation into a battle of witty remarks and sarcastic smiles. Friends watch from the sidelines, fully aware that these two are far more in love than they're willing to admit. The tension is electric, the banter sharp, and the inevitable reunion feels closer than ever, yet still just out of reach. Meanwhile, a quiet conversation in an unexpected place changes everything. Words meant to comfort instead reveal hidden intentions, and what starts as a gentle exchange becomes a turning point that can't be undone. The betrayal isn't just personal, it has consequences that ripple through families, friendships, and alliances across Port Charles. Someone who thought they were playing a long game suddenly realizes they've been played instead. The irony is almost funny if it weren't so painful. A trusted ally turns out to be the very person pulling the strings, and the realization hits hard. The look on their face says it all: shock, regret, and a growing understanding that nothing will ever be the same. Love, however, refuses to be ignored. In the midst of all the tension, an unexpectedly sweet moment reminds everyone why they keep fighting for happiness. A simple gesture, filled with sincerity, brings a smile through tears and proves that even betrayal can't fully extinguish hope. It's tender, emotional, and just romantic enough to make hearts flutter, if only briefly. But poor Charles never allows happiness to linger without a price. As night falls, the consequences of earlier choices begin to surface. A decision made in desperation now threatens to unravel everything. The betrayal that once felt contained is now impossible to control, and the fallout promises to be massive. Relationships teeter on the edge, trust hangs by a thread, and the truth inches closer to the surface. One character, known for their charm and humor, finally drops the act. Behind the jokes and confident smile is someone deeply afraid of losing the people they care about most. Their vulnerability is unexpected, raw, and deeply human. It's a moment that shifts perspectives and makes even their harshest critics pause. Across town, someone who thought they were finally in control realizes they've underestimated just how clever their opponent can be. Every move they made was supposed to protect them, yet somehow it's all circling back. The smiles grow tighter, the jokes land a little flatter, and the fear of being exposed lingers in every glance. The closer they get to fixing the mess, the more obvious it becomes that there's no easy way out. By the end of the day, Port Charles stands changed. Betrayals have been exposed, romance is tested, and laughter has echoed through tears. Some relationships may never recover, while others grow stronger precisely because they've been pushed to the breaking point. One thing is certain, no one walks away untouched. And just as it seems like the dust might finally settle, a final revelation hints that the biggest surprise is still waiting in the shadows, ready to turn everything upside down once again.